Check, check, check. All right. Oh, yay. Yay. Yes, you're not late, my darling. The United States just went through our time change. So you're right on time. Just, we are weird, okay? We are strange people still doing this fucking time schedule. Yes, Sarah, you are on the right time. I know all of my European, my UK babies. I know it's so confusing. I sent out like a message, like a reminder on my Discord last night. I was like, hey guys, just a reminder. This is what's happening. This is the much better time change because then you all feel like you're early as opposed to when we spring forward, then you all feel like you are late. So, no, you are good. You're good. You're good. Oh my God, how is everybody? I'm just showing some like pictures in this little corner spot of the weekend. I also want to move this little chat box. It's kind of feel like it's in my way a little bit. So we went to Patreon's Creator Fest this weekend. It was so much fun, you guys. Here, let's see if that works a little bit better. Okay, yeah, I like that there. That's good, that's good. Hey, good morning, Stephanie. So yeah, we went to Creator Fest and I just loved these photos that they took. I was editing them a little bit yesterday and this morning. It was so good. Like they were like, oh, there's gonna be a photo booth. And I was like, oh, okay, whatever. And then I was like, excuse me? Like this was a professional crew. So I was just fucking pleased as punch. And was like, Kamar, get in here. Listen, we coordinated with the Browns. You look so adorable and handsome. Let's do a thing together. Oh, yay, Melanie, you have chat today. I'm so excited. Sarah, thank you. Thank you, Stephanie. Hey, Ashley. I don't know what I want to do with my hair today. I don't know what I want to do with it. Okay. So listen, I'm in this moment with my bangs because I want to change the shape of them, but every time I wake up, I feel like I look like Jonathan Taylor Thomas. Do you guys remember JTT? I know this is like a millennial thing, but I was like, oh my God, I look like Jonathan Taylor Thomas right now. Thank you, Beatrice. Thank you, Ashley. So now I can't get it out of my brain. We're he was on Home Improvement. Before we do anything, let's reminisce. Jonathan Taylor Thomas. Okay, he was like a millennial heartthrob. Like there was like a magazine. What was it called? There was a magazine. Oh, Jesus. Don't tell me this is the same guy. He is known for portraying Randy Taylor on Home Improvement and voicing young Simba in The Lion King. JTT was Simba? Okay, I'm gonna give you a little reminder of what this young man looked like, okay? So adorable. Okay, little cutie pootie. Now let's take a quick gander. Here's JTT now. Sorry, my screen is dirty. I don't know what happens when you're famous like that from the time you're a kid. When you're literally Simba, yeah. Hey, I didn't know it until this very moment, okay? I had no idea. what JT was looking like. But you know what? Live your life. Now, this is what I feel like I remember JT looks like, right? That's what I remember. Hey, you know what? You know what? Not all of us get to age the way we want to, okay? It's my plan, personally. I don't even care. I don't really care. All I know is I'm gonna stay hydrated. I'm gonna keep hydrating. And if, life permits, I'm gonna try to keep moving my body relatively well as long as I can so that I can stay, healthy and feel good. All right? That's my plan. That's my 401k. Shout out to all the Jonathan Brandy crushes. I know. It was, okay, this is a good hair vibe. This is fine. All right, so let's talk about what we're going to do today, what we're going to work on. Ooh, let me adjust this thing. If I even can. No, I cannot. Okay, that's fine. Streamlabs is kind of being a butthead today, but that's fine. So I was just kind of like poking around and thinking like, what are some really like fun transitions I haven't done in a while? Over the past couple weeks, especially last week, right? Because we were doing Halloween class, we did Fallen Angel, yeah? And I want to do some shapes and stuff that complement Fallen Angel, or to me, kind of seem like a good segue. I know, Beatrice, you were mentioning, wow, love this shape, feels so pretty. Yes. So let's, do more of those pretty shapes, or at least that's what I think we should do. So things that you will need for today, I would recommend having some blocks because that's always helpful. Knee padding if you have sensitive knees. One of the transitions that I do want to work on will involve a little bit of headstand work. And when I'm doing headstand work, I always like to do a lot of neck warm up, or if you have just neck injuries, like myself, a car accident or two, to just be really mindful of the transitions. Yeah? Okay, cool. Let's do this thing. Didn't make a playlist in time for this week yet, but I've honestly just been kind of vibing on my playlist from Halloween. Because if I'm being real, that's kind of my everyday, so, All right, let me make sure I got this connected properly. All right, let's boogie, shall we, kiddos? Grab your wouters. Grab your cute selves. I got a couple plants because I was really sad that Pamela Fronderson died while I was at Burning Man. So before we start, let's go on a plant tour real quick. I'll bring them to you. Of course, we got a nice little snaky boy. But I saw this, I think it's a calathea, and I was so obsessed. I was like, wow, look at all these beautiful colors and these huge leaves. It's like purple on the bottom. So I was like, you are gonna go in my studio. And because it's still November, we still got, our little goth pumpkin. All right, my darlings. Oh, I need my blocks out. Let me take my own advice. I say we start standing. Because you know me, I just like to chitty chat all the live long morning. I'll face the mirror for today. All right. So just coming to standing wherever you are. And anytime I'm like initiating a movement practice, right, I always like to just start off with my breath. can attach this in a decent way. We'll see if this microphone holds on. I don't know. I'll probably adjust it a couple times. Right, synchronizing. And every time I'm in this moment too, I also just like take a scan of my body and see like where it's at today. And that's like identifying discomfort. So like right now I'm noticing my low back feels a little tender, a little stiff. So we'll probably work in some low back stuff today. Now we'll take one more big breath in here together. And with your exhale, I want you to lower your chin towards your chest. Stay tall through the upper spine though. The goal is to get a stretch along the backside of your neck and maybe even into the traps. Good, and then I want you to bring your head back to neutral. Use your inhale to look up towards your ceiling. And your exhale to lower the chin back towards your chest. Nice, keep doing this back and forth. And maybe you change that range of motion a little bit. Maybe this becomes full head and neck circles. Good, you can reverse. Nice, we'll make our way all the way back to a center, to a neutral position. Take a breath in and take a breath out. We'll reach both of our arms all the way up to the ceiling. Big inhale. And with your exhale, fold forwards with a flat spine. Big open angel wings as you make your way all the way down. And just let the body hang here. You can bend your knees as much as you need. I'm taking a nice hefty bend because I'm always feeling really stiff in the morning, yeah? And I know it's not morning for all of us. For some of you, it's fucking nighttime. So maybe you've had a long day of doing work, being active, and you're ready to decompress. Soft knees, we'll roll ourselves all the way back up to standing. Inhale, reach the arms up. Same thing as before. Exhale, big swan dive down. All right, here's our add-on. We'll go into a halfway lift. So press your hands into your shin bones, right? This can be really high on the shins, maybe even for some of us that are really tight, all the way up onto your knees, like up on your thighs. The goal here is to just think length, and then we'll fold. Great. Soft knees, let's roll it up again. Take the arms up, big inhale. Exhale, big swan dive forward, fold one more time. Halfway lift, inhale, and exhale. Good. Now we'll get into that halfway lift one more time. I want you to reach your arms back behind you, yeah? Think about energy, energy, energy through the spine, through the arms. Bend into your knees. Reach the arms forward in front of you, chair pose position. Now take your hands towards heart center. Take a couple little pulses here in the legs. Good morning, butt. Good morning, thighs. So lovely of you to join me today. Good, only doing a couple of these just to wake us up a little bit. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All the way up to standing, arms by your side. Now I know we've already been doing all of our breathing, right? Activating. Now I want us to activate in a different way. I want us to vocalize a little bit, yeah? And I want you to think right now in your brain about a sound that you can make that represents where you are today, how you are feeling, yeah? Maybe it's something really pleasant. You're like, everything's really nice. Maybe you're in a tough place and you literally want a guttural scream right now. Yeah? So whatever that sound is, I want you to think of it in your mind right now. And even though we're all not in the same room together, I want us to imagine like we're just creating our own music in this moment. Take a breath in, and then tell me how you're feeling today. Yeah. Big inhale. Let's reach both of our arms up. And with your exhale, let's fold all the way forwards again. Take your hands to the ground, plant them. Step your feet to the back of your space, high plank position. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips. Good. Dynamic work right here through our spine. Let's do our high planks to down dogs. Lift the heels, roll forward. And with your exhale, push back. 4 more like that. 3. Nice 2. Keep it rolled forward into your high plank on 1. And I want you to lower both of your knees down to the ground. Cat-cows. Reach the heart space forward. Feel that length through the front line, that activation into the back line. And then exhale, round and contract your spine, push. Now, we do cat-cows like almost every single class. It's one of my favorite spinal warm-up. But if you want to tag in some extra things here while you work, cool. What do those things look like? Well, you can do your cat-cows with your hands in external rotation. Yeah, so you're kind of getting a 2-for-1 here. Maybe you're feeling like, man, Tracy, I just really want to get into like my side back and into my hips a little bit. So maybe you turn this into a barrel roll. Nice. Just intuitively move here. And this is kind of the whole like scanning ourselves, understanding what our body needs, and then giving. So keep playing for about 20 seconds or so. I'm just checking on the chat. Oh my gosh, Shayla. Hi, baby. Yes, Holly, plant porn. She is beautiful, Miss Ashley. Hi, Joanna. Hi, darlings. So good to see y'all. All right. We'll finish off that last round of either, spinal, hip, wrist, blah, blah, blah warm up. We'll meet back into a neutral tabletop position. We'll go right arm out to the side. Now try to keep your hips in one spot as you reach the right arm up towards the sky. Very core oriented in this open twist. We're gonna thread the right arm underneath you. Right shoulder, right ear down to the ground. Feel your right side of your neck really lengthen out as you lower the ear to the ground here. Now you can stay, right? Left hand can be on the ground. It can reach forward. Here for 5 little seconds, and then we'll try to add on a little balance. Good, now your left arm can stay forward, but it will make this balance challenge more challenging. You can bring your left hand right in front of your face. Watch, my left leg is gonna extend long, okay? Either it stays right here, or you try to keep square hips as you lift your left leg up. Nice. Now let's return the top of that foot down. We'll press back up onto our tabletop position, and then we'll sweep our left leg out and around to the side. I know it's kind of disappeared behind me, but I'm gonna flex my ankle and try to plant my entire left foot onto the ground. My toes are pointing forwards in front of me, just like my fingertips, and I'm really feeling this through my inner thighs. Now, just like we were doing on the other side, I'm gonna reach my left arm out to the side. Maybe even open up. Feel free to open up your hip here, right? We don't have to stay super square. And then let's try to thread the needle, but now onto the other side. So we're getting like really deep into the inner thigh. Right arm can do the same here. Oh, fuck, this feels so good. Just all about doing stuff that feels good, okay? All right, we'll bring it all the way back towards our tabletop position. And I want you to kind of center your right foot, sit back onto your heel, and take your left leg forwards in front of you. Yes, your heel is like right in your coochie, okay? That's where we put it this morning. Sitting up nice and tall, let's take a forward fold over this left leg. Great. We'll bring ourselves all the way back up. We're gonna try to push forwards so that we're in a lunge position. Tuck your right toes, lift up your back knee, feel that openness into the front line of the body, and then lengthen out through the left leg. This is where you can actually take some blocks underneath your hands if that feels really good for you. Just some dynamic work back and forth for 3. Nice, last 2. And 1. Let's stay bent in the front leg. Step your right foot next to the left. Halfway lift, lengthen out through your spine. And with your exhale, forward fold. Chair position, sit back, reach your arms towards upper hand corner. And with your exhale, sweep the arms back behind you. Inhale, reach both of your arms up. Take a little back bend here. Lengthen the tailbone first, squeeze your buns, and feel yourself lift through your chest. Yes. Forward fold, take it all the way down. Plant your hands, bend into your knees. You can step back or hop back, moving through Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog. And with your exhale, downward facing dog. Boomerang forwards, tabletop position. Nice. Right hand is gonna stay where it's at. Left arm is gonna reach out to the side. Now stabilize through the hips. Reach the left arm up. Very, very core oriented here. Thread the needle. Left arm underneath you. Shoulder stays. Ear stays. Right hand can stay or extend to the front. Whatever you did on the other side here. Now again, we're going to take 5 little moments. And then we're going to talk about doing that same balance that we did before. Hopefully you can still hear me and I'm not smothering my microphone with my shoulder. It's so hard for me to find a good spot for it. All right, again, it can stay here or it can come right in front of your face. Right leg is going to extend back. I like to do it on some like pointed toes, yeah. And then we'll lift up and maintain this balance. Good, strong, long lines for 3. For 2. Nice, and 1. Return the top of the foot down. Press back up onto your like almost tabletop position. Sweep this right leg out to the side. I'll scoot over so you can see it all. And then I'm gonna flex my toes and point them straight towards the front, yeah? Now again, this is very like inner thigh for me. Might be in a different position for you. We'll reach the right arm out to the side. We'll open up. Feel free to let that hip open with you. And then we'll thread it underneath. Same thing can happen. Right? Left arm can go overhead, right arm working underneath you. All right, we'll bring ourselves back up, yeah. My left foot is gonna cheat kind of in a little bit. I'm gonna start to sit back onto it and move my left leg forward in front of me. Now this is kind of from the Ashtanga primary series, but it's one of my favorite releases to do just because it's really nice to just sit on your own foot sometimes, yeah? So we'll lengthen out and then we'll head forwards, yeah? And especially like where the heel is positioned, right in your perineum. Perineum is like that spot where, do you ever like ride a bicycle, you haven't ridden your bike in a while and you're like, wow, what is that spot on my crotch? That hurts really bad. That's where your perineum is. So that's where we've got that heel right there, which our pelvic floors, yeah, are incredibly complex muscular areas as well. So good to get a little bit of something there as well. Take a breath in here, and we'll take a breath out. Lovely. Start to move forward, so sometimes I just brace myself. We'll tuck our back toes, lift up our back knees, hip flexor stretch. This is where your blocks can come in handy underneath your hands, and we'll flow back and forth. Hip flexor, hamstring, hip flexor, hamstring. All right, we'll maintain the bend in our front knee. We'll step the left foot forward, halfway lift, inhale, breath. And with your exhale, fold. Chair position. Chair fly. Inhale, rise to standing. Prep for your back bend, lengthen the tailbone, goalpost your arms, work. And then take it down through your forward fold. Good. Moving through your chaturanga your way. I like to really compress here. Upward facing. And with your exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take a 5-breath moment here as you continue to open your shoulders, and then we'll build up our main flow for today. I really wanted to take a long warm up. All right, we'll lift up through our right leg, and let's open up our hip and bend into our right knee. Take 3 circles in one direction here. 3 circles in the other direction. We'll keep the hip open and pointing out to the side. We'll come back forwards into our high plank and try to tap our right knee as high onto the tricep as we can. Lift up your right leg again, square everything off, and let's under cross tap, so right knee towards left tricep. Inhale, lift your right leg back high. Exhale, knee to nose, hold. Push away from the ground, bow the spine, flex your foot, step through into a low lunge position. Low lunge twist. Right arm reaches up towards the sky. Try to avoid the left heel spinning while you're here, just like we were doing in our thread the needles. Think about your lower half opposing what the upper half is doing, yeah? Big breath in. With your exhale, bring the right arm towards the inside of your leg. Spin the left heel down towards the ground. We're gonna go into a low side angle. Now this is where I first really like to bring people onto some blocks. So that block can come to the inner foot on its highest level. And the reason why I like to get people onto blocks is because we tend to compensate for lack of mobility and strength by sticking our buns out, feeling like we have a big lift here, where we want to feel like we're tucked underneath ourselves. The tailbone is long, the buns are on. So I literally like to touch this outer hip where my glute medius is and make sure things are going on down there. Wherever you are, take a breath in. Exhale, bring it into warrior 2. Nice, inhale, reverse warrior. Let the left arm slide down the leg as you reach the right arm up and over. Exhale, let's bring it back to our side angle. Maybe you come back onto that block, or you even lower that block to its medium level. Take a breath in. Exhale, bring it back to warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior. Nice. With your exhale, take it back to your side angle. Maybe you lower that block onto its lowest level on the block, or even completely remove it. Breath in. With your exhale, bring it back to warrior 2. So good. Let's add on reverse triangle. Lengthen through the right leg, bring the right arm all the way up and over. And with your exhale, let's move to lateral lunge. So both of your sets of toes are going to turn to the long side of your mat. Left knee is going to bend, hips are going to send back. This is maybe where you're at today, or the hips are feeling pretty good. And you want to lower all the way down to what's called Skandasana or dragon, yeah? I love, love, love dragon position. So many benefits here for the hips, for your strength. We'll take a breath in here. And with your exhale, push yourself over to the other side of your mat, either into your Skandasana on the other side or your lateral lunge. So whatever felt the most comfortable. If you had a block at the top of your mat, move it towards the front so it's out of your way. Great, one more breath in here. And with your exhale, pivot your way back to your original front. We're gonna keep the left hand on the ground and return back to our twist. Now, our next level from here is to move into a horizon lunge. So all 10 of your toes are gonna turn to the left. It's almost like you're going into side plank, but not quite. And I want you to feel the left hip lower towards the earth. Right arm can reach towards the back of the space. And here's our dynamic movement for today. Feel the hips lift, the right arm reach up and over, and then take it back into your horizon. 2 more. I know it's a lot for that left wrist and arm. Nice, up and over. Good, last time. Take it up and over. Pivot yourself back to square. Step or extend the right leg back. Go through your high to mid. Upward facing. Nice work, everyone. Exhale, downward facing dog. Starting to feel the warmth building. Ooh. Right leg is gonna stay. Let's lift up your left leg. We'll open up the hip and bend into your left knee. Same thing, we'll take those circles. Circles in the other way. Nice. And then we'll keep that leg open to the side, almost like I'm a little dog peeing on a fire hydrant, right? We'll pull forward to our high plank to tap left knee to left tricep. Nice. Square off, lengthen through the leg, take it back behind you. Now cross tap left knee to right tricep. Inhale, lift that left leg back high again. Exhale, knee towards your nose, hold. Push away from your mat. Feel like you're doing over the top amount of contraction. Flex the foot, step through towards your low lunge. Work into your twist. So left arm reaches up. Feel as if the lower body is again opposing what the upper body is doing. Nice. And then we'll take the left hand down to the inside of the left foot. Adjust and open. This is where we added in the blocks for our side angle. So right arm reaching up nice and high. And if you're using the block, make sure that the rest of your body is taking advantage of this prop, yeah? So really working on your tailbone underneath you, yeah? Make sure this left knee isn't trying to collapse in. Really use the strength of your outer glutes to muscularly hold that left leg in place, yeah? You guys are doing amazing. Breath in. Exhale, bring it up to warrior 2. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, bring it back to your side angle. Maybe you lower it down to medium. You test those thighs. Breath in. Exhale, bring it up to 2. Inhale, reverse. Nice. Exhale, bring it back to your side angle. Maybe lowest level or no block at all. Breath in. Exhale, bring it back up to your warrior 2. Wow. Inhale, reverse triangle, lengthen out through the left leg. And with your exhale, let's adjust. Skandasana or your lateral lunge, right? I want you to make sure if you're doing your lateral lunge that you are sending the hips back behind you. Yeah, a lot of thigh work there. If you're working your Skandasana and the heel is up, it's not the end of the world. We eventually want to get the heel down to the ground, but if having the heel up is what you can do today, know that that's totally fine, yeah? We don't want to force ourselves into these shapes. We want to meet our bodies where they are today in these shapes. Take a breath in. And with your exhale, push all the way up and over to the other side. You can hand walk to make that more accessible. Now I'm here. I'm going to just move my block out of my way. My bra does not want to stay on me today. It is shifting around in there. Little do you guys know there's a secret under boob show happening. All right, let's take our breath in, and with our exhale, we'll pivot all the way back to the front. We're gonna go into our low lunge. Twist again, and then turn it into our horizon lunge. So turning your toes towards that long edge of your mat and reaching your left arm back. I know it's a lot on the wrist, but you got this. Dynamic work. Lift the hips, reach the left arm up and over, almost like you're arcing and side bodying, and then return back. Nice, 2 more. Nice, really nice. Last one. Let that bring you all the way around and go high to mid. Upward facing. Great, downward facing dog, lift the hips. Now, we just did a lot, right? You can take a break in a child's pose in a kneeling position, grab water, or you can continue to work in a down dog, because I don't believe down dog is a rest pose. To me, it is a working pose, even if it feels pretty passive to you. If you're wanting to really work, work. Okay, never mind. Rihanna interlude. Then you're gonna work towards dolphin pose. Now with dolphin pose, both of our forearms are on the ground, and we're maintaining that down dog-like position with the rest of our body. A lot of people have the urge to do this. Bring their fingertips together and kind of create like a diamond position. If that's what you can do, again, that's fine. But what I want you to work towards is creating an 11 shape. So it's a lot of external rotation on the shoulders and strengthening, yeah? Great. In about 10 seconds, or the amount of time it takes for me to retie my bra, we're gonna do some strengthening things. So if you are taking a break, maybe you then meet some of us in that dolphin position to do some strength work. All right, I think that's gonna work. We'll see. We shall see. All right. So dolphin position, yeah? Maybe just holding here is enough for you. Or you look forward towards your thumbs, push your upper body forwards, and then back. And back. Good, 8. We'll do 7 more. 6 more, and then we'll push up to our down dog. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift up your elbows. You're in your downward facing dog. Lift up your heels, bend your knees, see the front. Travel to the front. You can do that by hopping or stepping. Halfway lift, lengthen. And with your exhale, forward fold. Nice work. We'll go halfway lift and bend our knees, and we'll head into our chair pose again. Now I want you to bring your hands towards heart center. Sit a little bit deeper, and let's try to go into a chair twist. So left elbow can either go between your thighs or to the outside of your right leg, yeah? If that feels a little too compressive, but you feel like you're close, you can grab one of those blocks and place the elbow right on top of that block. And the block can change levels too to give you more space, yeah? So kind of pick your poison there. We're here for 3. Good, we're here for 2. And 1, let's bring it back through center and do the same thing over to the other side. So right elbow onto that left outer thigh, or maybe towards the center of the legs or the block. Right, same kind of rule in those twists, trying to oppose what the upper body is doing. All right, we'll bring yourself all the way back to center. Now let's all try to lift up our heels nice and high and create a diamond shape with your legs, right? Either you can stay right here or start to compress with me a little bit, bringing your elbows towards the knees, right? Either you stay, you work right here, or bring your fingertips onto some blocks or maybe onto the ground. Or the furthest we're gonna go with this one today is trying to work what's called crow position. So hands are flat, knees are high up onto the triceps and armpits, or at least as high as they can go. With our crow, we're trying to, again, create bowing between the shoulder blades and kicking our heels towards our bum. Now you can step back down and move through chaturangas from there, or you can try jump backs, right? So essentially in your crow jump backs, you're shooting your legs to the back of your mat and catching yourself in a mid plank, yeah? Seems a little scary, but fun to try, right? Knees on triceps, kick it in, right? The lighter you can land, the better, but I understand some of us are just doing the best we can. All right, sending it back to downward facing dog. All right, let's get through the big part of this flow, kiddos. Right leg is going to lift up, hip is going to open. Yeah, we did this last week. I love the transition. Pivoting on the left toes and dropping the right foot back behind you, pushing your hips up. Nice, let's bring it back around. Right knee is gonna follow you all the way to your left tricep. Kick that leg out to the side. Reach your left arm high, fallen triangle. Lots of falling positions here, yeah? Bring it back around, right leg lifts. Knee to nose, create space to step through into your low lunge. Good. Now let's work into that twisted position. Take it up and overhead. Feel that sense of extension. And then plant the hand to the inside of the foot as you pivot the left and reach your left arm up to the sky. Inhale, breath. Exhale, warrior two. Nice. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale to your side angle again. Good. Maybe you take it into this full extended left arm up and overhead. Breath in. Exhale, take it back into your warrior two. Nice. Inhale, reverse warrior again. Exhale, side angle, our last one on this side with the option to bind. A half bind, left arm wraps around you. Maybe goes into your inner thigh, right? Full bind, right arm goes underneath you and you create a grasp. Good, try to hold it 3. Last 2. And let's release. Reverse triangle. And with your exhale, let's head into our skandasana or your lateral lunge. Breath in. With your exhale, push your way all the way over to the other side, right? Maybe you go no hands. Let's try that again, shall we? Push to the back. This time we'll push to the front and into our twist. Nice. Now instead of that horizon lunge, let's take it into our side plank position. Now side planks can look a lot of different ways. Knee down, forearm down, right? Just the forearm down. Modify in a way that makes sense for you. I'm gonna take off my socks so I can actually grip the ground. Thought I was gonna die on that last round. By die, I just mean like lose my grip. Right, side plank is one of the best things you can do, right? We're unilaterally training. If you have things like scoliosis, this is one of the best exercises you can do for scoliosis. All right, let's bring it back around. Move through your high to mid. Upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. We've got our last round here, guys. I know. It's tough. We got this. Left leg lifts, hip opens. Drop it back behind you. Push, right? Little flip dog. All right, let's bring it back around. Your left knee is gonna follow you. Left knee, right tricep, kick it out. Fallen triangle. Such a gorgeous transition. Bring it back around. Left leg lifts. Make space, step through to your low lunge. Right? Work into your twist. Fully extend up and over. And then turn the left hand to the ground as you pivot the right and reach your right arm up to the sky, side angle. Take your inhale, reach the right arm up and over. Exhale, rise two. Oh, it feels so much better that I can grip the ground. Inhale, reverse. Nice. Exhale, side angle. All right. Take that fully and up and overhead. Again, reverse. Nice. Side angle. I see the chat going. I'm going to come see you in a second. Let's see if we can work through a bind half or full. Half or full. Both are tough, right? I'm really starting to sweat. All right, we'll reverse. Triangle. So left leg nice and long. And then we'll head into our Skandasana. Break is coming after this one, y'all. Break is coming after this. Pulling from those last little bits of strength to push yourself up and over to the left-hand side. Right, and even if you're in the lateral lunge, that transition can be tough too. Let's do it one more time since we did that on the other side. This next push is going to transition us all the way into that twist and then into our side plank. Push through the right foot. Here we go. All your variations possible here. Right, it's all about play. I feel like as adults we're like less inclined to play, right? High to mid planks any way you want. Break time on the back end of this. So knees down, grab some water. I'm gonna check on chat. I'm gonna check on you guys. No interruption, Holly. Sorry to interrupt. You gave me a really good note once and I can't remember it. I have so much flexibility that I want to sit in dragon and lose the engagement. Yes, Holly. Trying to think of the exact cue I gave. Also, hi, Serpentron. So good to see you. So let's actually talk about your dragon pose a little bit. To me, dragon pose is half of this. Half of your malasana squat, which isn't comfortable for all people, right? So know that if dragon pose is still being elusive to you, and if this is not accessible yet, then start doing this more, yeah? Now, when I'm in my malasana, which is what this is called, I'll give you a side view. I think of my legs like little barn doors. I'm trying to open the barn, yeah? We're gonna try to set all the animals free. So I like to think about pushing my knees out to the side, even leaning forward. Look at the angle of my spine here, right? When we're back here, which isn't like incorrect, to me this requires so much strength, like my tibula, fibulas are like fucking flexing for me to stay balanced here, right? Even if I relax my spine here, I've lost it, right? My butt's on the ground. But if I can lengthen out and even lean forward a little bit, that can be helpful for you a lot, especially because we're adding in this extra leg position. So if you want to even literally reach forward, like you're reaching out to me, like, please hold me, mommy, give me uppies, then you can do that. So hopefully that helps, Holly. Sometimes I have moments of genius and I don't even remember what the fuck I said. Yeah. All right, so let's take a little peek-see at what we did last week and how I want to change it. So last week we did Fallen Angel, which was an entrance from side crow, right? That's how we entered. And the way that I like to get into side crow, or at least the way I did from last week, really complements this Malasana and Skandasana work. Egg position, right? Asian squat, Slavic squat, primal squat, you hear it all, right? When I'm getting into my side crow though, I'm high up on my heels, yeah? Now I'm gonna take it into my twist, right? Compressive. I'm twisting towards my right hand side right now. So my left elbow is on my right knee, and I'm gonna try to place my right elbow on my right hip. That way I can lean and balance. Now with our Fallen Angel, right? We brought our head onto the ground. Sometimes you can just keep a foot on the ground as you get that, and then you can pick it up, right? And then the top leg open like you're peeing on a fire hydrant, and you lift the left leg up to the sky, right? Where I want to try to go from here is to basically come back up and try to extend out. So this is our Ekapada Koudinyasana 2, right? A lot more intensive. Even just trying to get into it from side crow, right? So if you just feel more comfortable entering it from Fallen Angel because you're familiar with it from last week, cool. Right? Twist, attach, right? My right foot is still on the ground. I put my head on the ground. I pick up that foot. P, extend. Why is P one of my cues, guys? Right? Lift. Now it's my bottom leg that extends out, right? Ekapada. Come back. Try. Give yourself a break for hands, of course. And if you're like, Tracy, girl, the wrists just are not wristing today, then sometimes I even just like to work fully on my side and on the ground. So I almost like to pretend I'm here, right? I'll open my right leg. I'll pretend I'm in my Fallen Angel from the side, right? Because this is kind of part of the angel that's tough for people. The hip openness is very tough, let alone managing also your balances, yeah? So if you want to keep it real chill for the end of class, you know I'm into it. Right? P. I'm an angel that's fallen from heaven into hell. Ba, ba, ba. Yeah, I don't know. Have you seen the statue of Lucifer? I don't know if it's at like the Satanic Temple or something, but man, I want to know who they molded it after. Wow, I need to work on these outer hips, guys. I'm feeling a little weaky. We need to work on this. Core class this week, this is what we're doing, okay? Prepare thy ass. Good, I'm checking back on chat. Serpentron, trying to get my body back, and I'm gonna start with your exercises. Oh, you're so sweet, Serpentron. I'm so glad you're here. Yes, all of this will help. And consistency is key, guys, right? I teach this class for the public every Monday. I'm usually very consistent with this class. Next week, I might actually not have it just because it's my one day. I got to book this one photo shoot, but usually every single Monday, I'm teaching this, yeah? Do you guys want to learn one more transition? I say we do that. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I taught this one last week. This one was tough. This one, if you're feeling a little scared of neck stuff, because I mentioned headstand stuff, then you can watch, observe to begin, yeah? We're gonna try a transition into tripod headstand. Now, tripod headstand, we have 3 points, the crown of our head and our hands, right? Now, to create a stable base, we wanna think of it like a triangle, right? If your triangle angles are funny, we're not gonna feel very stable. So hands, crown of the head, onto the ground. Yeah? Now the way I like to start this is by just walking a knee up, walking another knee up. Yeah? And if you feel okay walking a knee up, one leg can go up, and the other leg can go up. So go for that tripod if you feel comfortable doing it. If that doesn't feel comfortable, another one, which is still a triangle. Forearms on the ground, hands interlace. You push back your hairline, cupping the back of your skull, kind of up near the crown, right? Because you still feel like the crown of the head is there. Now with this one, there isn't a tricep to walk onto. So to me, this is much more advanced. Sometimes I even just like to press up into it, right? Maybe for you, it helps to go open, almost like you're working into puppy press. Nice job, everybody. If you feel like you have thoroughly played around, meet me in a seated position. My day list was really delivering. And we'll move a little bit through our head and neck, just like we were doing earlier. Just some little gentle releases. Good. We'll pull ourselves forward one time into our cow position. And with your exhale, we'll pull back into our cat back. We'll untangle our legs and bring them out wide. We're going to do our spider position to release our low back. At least I call it spider because it looks like a spider. And I want you to round your spine, bringing your arms kind of in front of you, right? This is where, to me, it looks very, very spidery. Good, we'll walk you back up. And we'll take both of your legs over to the right, 2 90-degree angles. Lean forwards towards that right leg to feel the openness in the hip. kind of just a quick version of your deer position in yin. Nice, we'll bring it back through center. Same thing, other side. Great, and we'll bring you all the way back to center. Sitting cross-legged in the way that doesn't feel natural to you. And we'll end in this seated meditation. And just like in the beginning of class, when you were scanning your body from head to toe, recognizing where you are today, right? Where the discomfort is, where it feels good, where it feels supple, where it feels tight. Doing that whole process again. And once you've taken that inventory, just letting everything soften. We'll take one more breath here together. And breath out. We'll bring your right hand onto your belly or solar plexus area and your left hand onto your heart. Remember that this space will always be home to you. And I am really, really grateful that y'all let me in. Thank you so much for letting me teach you today. Thank you everybody for joining. I know you pop in from like all over the whole wide world. And it really just means so much to see you guys. Oh, my body feels brand new. Brand new, brand new. Thank you, Emily. So wonderful to have you. You're sitting so still, I thought the video froze. I love that. You're like, please, blink twice if you're still alive, Tracy. Awesome flow. I love all the fun transitions. Thanks, Stephanie. Thank you, Sarah. Feels like I'm starting the week right. I know, that's how I feel too. I was right. It was hard, but so worth it. Yes. Thank you, Beatrice, for coming. Ah, so lovely. Miss Shayla, there goes the chat. Sometimes it takes a second to wake up. I'll recenter it. All right, there we go. Yes, Miss Shayla. So good for the body, so good for the mind. Yay! I love that you're here, Melanie. Go you, Ashley. Yes. We did some tough stuff. So even if you did some, not all, huge accomplishment. Because this is definitely my more, we do some intermediate to advanced stuff in here, so. Yes, Serpentron. So I do this public every Monday, same time on YouTube. So come next week. It still hasn't been super confirmed, but I might be going to do a photo shoot. So if that is the case, then I will obviously not be here, but I will update all of you on that. Usually we're here every Monday. Give me uppies. Uppies. Not quite a crow yet, but yes, flying frog. Flying frog is step 1. Yep. And what's great is that, when you come and you stay really consistent, like you are, Melanie, like sometimes the ability just sneaks up on you and you're like, oh, I'm not gonna be able to do this. I don't know when, I don't know ever. And then one day you surprise yourself and you're like, I guess I can do this now. So that's why I like to stick with it. I've surprised myself several times in the past few years. I'm like, oh, okay. Guess I can do this now. Right? And that's after like years, right? That's the great thing about this, guys, is that we're never done learning. And we all have a potential for growth. To me, it's better to just not have an end game and to just think about, I just want to feel good and I want to get stronger. I want to feel like my body is my home. And as long as your goals are, conducive to that, this can make such a huge impact. Oh, Melanie, I'm chuffed for you. I just love British sayings. Absolutely chuffed. It reminds me of this, I think it was a TikTok I saw, and it was this person sharing like a Facebook marketplace interaction they had, like they were selling a rug, and this person that had a bunny, he like got the rug for his bunny and sent her a picture of the rug and his bunny pin. And he's like, look at this man, absolutely chuffed. I just love it. I know British sayings. I love it. No, please keep delivering our weekly dose of British sayings. Please, please, please keep delivering. Because I'm tired of our American sayings. All right, you guys. So our schedule for this week. My clip is going to tell you all about it. Tomorrow I'm teaching in person, so I've got those 3 classes. I've got subbing that yoga flow. We have bars full, as you know. People just book that shit. They love my bar. They love my form of punishment. And then power flow at night. Wednesday we have quick core. Today I discovered, wow, we really need to work on those outer hippies. So expect a Pilates style mat quick class on Wednesday. That's a class that's exclusively for Patreon. So if you want to join Patreon for $15 a month and hop on with some extra classes, some gold star classes. And then we have beginners class back on Thursday at noon. And then this weekend I'm running off to the mountains, okay? I'm going to go have some mountain time with my partner. Yay! Yeah. Come, Melanie, come. All right, you beautiful creatures. I love you all so much. I'm so proud of you all. You really like make it. So thank you for coming. I love you all so much. I just love you. All right, darlings. See you, if not this week, maybe not next week. Jeez. I was going to say see you next Monday, same time, but I don't even know if that's going to happen because your girl needs to go model some clothings, okay? All right, kiddos. See ya.